Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Two Brothers Outdoors. I'm Rick. Got a few things we got to do this morning. I hope you can join us. Take a look at that freshly painted roof. I've been doing that for the last couple weeks. The house is next. Anybody want to come help paint the house? Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, guys. We got a few things we can do. Come on along with us. Let's see what we can get into this morning. First thing we got to do is we've been a little busy. These offcut piles, they grow pretty quick. You got to cut that into some firewood. Tim's got a pile like that over at his mill too. And then we'll call the firewood guy to come pick it up. Got a nice score on ash logs last week. We got a multitude of ash. We've actually got probably twice as many over at Tim's mill. We got two here, two short ones. These will be perfect quarter sawn right here. They're big logs. They're about 26, 28 inches in diameter, and there's absolutely no knots in those whatsoever. So those can't go for slabs. Those will have to go for quarter sawn. This one back here has got a nice big knot in it. Right there. And it's got some kind of bulge right there. That'll make some interesting wood for the box. And then we pull this rotten looking log out. This is a gnarly, nasty looking log. It is definitely dead, but is this just a rotten log or is this gold? Let's find out. Okay, guys, so before we cut up this pile of offcuts over here, we're just going to look at this log real quick. Boy, this thing looks pretty gnarly. Got some woodpecker holes in it, like right here. Look how far down that goes. Right there. And little punky right there. Alright, we're going to find out if this log is gold or garbage. And I'll let you know in just a minute. As soon as we cut the ends off, I'll be able to tell you a little bit more. All right, guys, so on this end right here, that is completely solid. That saw was just like cutting a piece of dry maple, which this is maple. This side right here, it went in. The saw went in a little fast, but then it got into solid wood pretty quick. Now, what makes this log gold over garbage? We went from this that's pretty much garbage right there, but once we cut into it, we ended up with this. All these black lines of spalting. That's solid as a rock. That log right there. This log is gold. Those pieces will go over in the firewood pile. That's going to go on the mill. And I can tell you right now, crafters will eat that up. Glad we brought it home. Okay, so that's what we ended up with on one side. Lighting isn't the best right there. And on the other end, we ended up with right there. We have some punkiness right here, but it's not bad. You do the poke test, and your finger doesn't go into it. It's not soft. that is very salvageable for a crafter. Unfortunately, guys, running a sawmill can't be all play. It's got to be some work. So we have to make quick work of this. This is grown too high. So let me get this cut up into firewood real quick, and then we'll put that log on the mill. All right, so the tailman's job is to take the offcuts and throw them on the offcut rack. And you might see that some of these pieces aren't exactly 16 or 18 inches long, but all we're doing is we're just cutting it to a manageable size for our firewood guy to throw them in the back of his truck. Now the tailman's job is to bring the offcuts out here, put them on the rack, put them on the rack straight so that they're easy to cut. If you just throw things at the rack like this and it's all piled up in different directions, it's almost impossible to cut. It makes it very hard on the poor guy, me, to cut it. So it's important to get it stacked straight. Also, the tailman's job is to determine not all offcuts are firewood, as in this board right here. That board we cut off and it had a piece of steel in it, and we dug the steel out and it left a mess, a hole in this board. But maybe it's an offcut, but maybe if I cut it in 4-foot lengths, get that hole that we made out of it, put that in the crafter's box, that board could bring us $10. So it's also the tailman's job to determine what is firewood and what may possibly be sellable wood, or for a crafter's wood. So that's why that board was set off to the side. People have asked us, why don't you just get a strap machine and strap your offcuts and stack them up and sell them in bundles? Well, guys, we don't really have a way to move those bundles. I guess we could, with our small tractors, move them, but then loading them up in the back of a truck would be a little difficult. So we choose to do this, and we can get a little bit more out of it sawing up like this. But we got a great firewood guy, that just one guy, call him, tell him we got a couple loads, he comes, picks it up, pays us, and helps us keep the offcuts out of here. He does a great job of cleaning up. He doesn't leave any stuff laying behind at all. All right, let's get this cut up the rest of the way. We have a lot of people ask us, are you using a 455 or a 460? Well, the answer is yes. We have a 455 and we have a 460. The only difference between the two is the 455 has got a 20-inch bar and the 460 has got a 24-inch bar. But what saw are we using? It's whatever one is full of gas at the time we need to use a saw. You might be wondering why I'm wearing ear protection instead of shutting my hearing aids off. Well, I'm having a hard time with the hearing aids. I guess it's just hard to admit that you're older and you have a flaw, you know, I can't hear. So it's kind of tough to wear the hearing aids out in public because it's just like an admission that you're getting old. That kind of sucks. Actually, nothing wrong with them. They help you. If something helps you, I don't know why you wouldn't use it, but I guess it's just the admitting that you're old thing. I don't know. All right, let's get that log on the mill. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to run up and get some gasoline. I checked my gas jugs yesterday, and we're pretty low on gas. So I have to fill up the gas jugs and fill up the mill. Unfortunately, another thing that comes with old age is you can't turn your head, you know, like you used to. You used to be able to back up, you turn your head right around and look. Can't do that anymore. My head doesn't swivel like it used to. My peripheral vision is not like it used to be either. It used to be able to see things way out here like this, but now it's more like this. So yeah, turning your head when you're backing up is another one of those things. And when you get older, goes away. Now, the majority of our viewers are 65 and over. So if you're 65 and over, drop a comment down there in the comment section. What have you noticed about getting older that you used to be able to do and now you can't do it anymore? You have to get the balance point where the front of the log is just a little bit heavier than the back. Not too much, just a little bit. If it's too much, you can't do this. You have to get some help. Somebody pushing down on the other end. And that works fine as long as there's two of you. But if Tim's back here and he pushes down on the end, you get the nose up and I chain it, and then Tim's not here, I have a heck of a time getting it unchained because I have to pick it up. It's funny, yesterday I had all the windows and doors closed working in here on the mill. And it was cold. Today, it's a beautiful day. Alright guys, we got this set up on the mill. And we got to run to town and get some gas. And then when we get back, we're going to saw this up, see what we have inside. Unfortunately for you guys, this is going to be on the next video. Sorry. Sorry I have to make you wait, but that's show business. Thanks for coming along with us, guys. Hit that subscription button if you haven't subscribed to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Show a little love. Show YouTube that you like our channel. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. And until the next one, we will catch you later.